like it. But now you're liking it, so that's a good effort.
Shireen.
Too much effort. If you put too much effort, then you get tired in the end. You say, oh, I don't see any results, so you give it up. Without effort, it's much easier.
Yeah, it's very similar to like when you paint. You don't take any effort, but if I have to paint, it will take me forever.
If I have to do what?
If I have to paint, like you
paint. Huh.
I'll be tired.
Well, another way to look at it is the example of quitting drinking. One way is self-controlling, that I'm not going to drink for a year. The other way is you have no desire to drink.
Very good point.
That once you focus on the Supreme, you don't have any desire to drink at all, so it just falls away. And then
you get the nasha from the Supreme.
Yeah.
Same nasha you get, and it's real. You do get it.
And nasha is a nectar.
You can call it nasha, but you can call it joy also.
वो same thing.
Same thing. He's talking, बोलते हैं ना कि सूफी लोग बोलते हैं अरे वो नशे को देखो ये सब छोड़ दोगे. That's how it is. Yeah. The nasha is used in a positive way there. Positive nasha. हमको होता है ना positive nasha भी तो होता है. बिना पिए भी हम झूमते हैं, right?
और उसमें मन लागा यार फकीरी में होता है.
Yeah. So you can take the bhakti path, you can take the contemplative path, you can take the sense control, I would say, has a role, but a smaller role. I think that's the conclusion I see from our discussion.
What I would like to add is, we have to be very careful about our subconscious mind. You know, Vishwakarma, he was totally into God. And he had controlled all his senses also. Still, he got swayed by Menaka. So, this is such a thing, it's an ongoing thing. So, whatever efforts you put, whether, it's Kamla's husband or anything, we have to learn to even control the subconscious mind. And that even American scientists don't even talk about it.
So I think what you said, so that's exactly why he's saying that catch it from both sides and you have a better success, because the थोड़ा वो रस भी रह गया ना तो वो इस तरफ से और उस तरफ से करने से धीरे धीरे मिट जाएगा. So I think everybody is correct, but if you take it as a holistic thing, that's when Bhagavad Gita will have an effect. Because Bhagavad Gita mein you cannot just hold on to one corner of the sheet and disregard the other three. You got to take care of all corners, then it will be very good. Okay, shall we go to Mandukya? Anybody has any more points to say on this? And one last point about this was that when I was talking about the which is higher, mind is higher than the senses and the intellect is higher. So in the end, if you make your intellect, that is a faculty that we have, we can relate to it. Consciousness is hard for us, right? अगर intellect में भी हमने पकड़ लिया ना ये wisdom को, वो भी हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा है. Because it's something like one of the Swamis gave a beautiful example. जैसे कि अगर हमको कोई flight पकड़नी होती है, 4 बजे सुबह, तो किसी और को आके बोलना नहीं पड़ता हम लोग को. अगर लेट भी सोए ना तो उठ जाएंगे हम लोग, बिकॉज इंटेलेक्ट में हमको मालूम है कि वो छूट जाएगा. लेकिन कोई बोला मेडिटेट करना हो और लेट सोए, इमीडिएटली विल से नहीं आज तो छोड़ ही देते हैं. सो अगर इंटेलेक्ट साथ देना तभी ये सेंस कंट्रोल ईजियर हो जाता है.
No, intellect also is the highest that a human being can have.
That's what I just said.
Because all intuitive. You are not thinking about doing something. It is happening to you at that level.
At
That's
a deeper level.
Talks about. Yeah. But when you go in consciousness, which is final, then you don't exist. So
True.
It is irrelevant whether you are there or not. So
Yeah.
You can call it super consciousness or whatever. But the intellect level is the only one when human exists.
Because then उसके बाद तो you become a total instrument of the higher, and whatever you do is coming from there.
One.
Yeah.
Then you're all one.
Yes. Okay. Let's go to Mandukya. Everybody can chant in their own homes. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धशपाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नक्षत्र्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. We'll do the same thing for the next prayer. Everybody can say it together. Narayanam padbhuvam vasishtam shaktin cha tatputra parasharam cha vyasam shukam gaudapadam mahantam govinda yogindra mathasya shishyam Shri Shankaracharya mathasya padmapadam cha hastam alakancha shishyam tam trotakam vartika karyamanyan asmad gurun santatamanatosmi Asmat Gurun Santatamanatosmi. Okay. So now we are on 88 here. 87 May we were talking about, he's just reviewing everything that he's already done. He's reviewing it. Okay, just 1 second. So people who were there when we were doing the Mandukya, the 12 mantras of Mandukya will remember. I know Sneha was there and Manju was there. And some of you may know or may not know. But basically he was talking about, which I have repeated many times, because I have to give you this background for us to understand this couple of verses. That he said that in a human experience, we experience waking state, sleep, dreaming. Sleep ke do section hai. So waking and then dreaming and deep sleep. So he's saying that we experience these three, and then he gave a sadhana. Before he gave the sadhana, he also talked about, no, wait a minute, he didn't talk about that until probably later. Now I don't remember the sequence. But basically he's saying that consciousness is the one that supports these three states. Without consciousness, we cannot. So it is like, they call it fourth state, but it's not divided into 4 parts or anything like that. The fourth state is inherent in all three. So keep that in mind. And then in Mandukya Upanishad, the sadhana is told about meditating upon the Om. But it's divided into 3 different parts. A, U, and Ma. A represent the waking state. U represent the dream state. And Ma represents the deep sleep. So he's saying that if you continue this sadhana, and then it says that when you say like that, you जितना भी waking state है ना, उसको ले आओ उस में. And then जब ऊ कर रहे हो, तो ऊ में dream state को लेके आओ. And that's why they say बोला तो it's like we wake up, you know. ऊ बोला तो थोड़ा सा down हो गया, as though you are going inside your mind, you know. फिर बोला तो एकदम लय हो गया. Okay, so लय हो गया because deep sleep में everything gets लय. It means dissolved बोल दो. But seed state में अभी भी है. And then the fourth state is the one that supports, but it's very hard to comprehend the fourth state, obviously. That is the whole sadhana, right? If you can understand the fourth state. So he's saying that if you continuously do this Om sadhana, you become master of everything slowly, slowly, slowly. And it slides you into the understanding the fourth state. That's the whole technique they have shown over here. So keep that in mind when we are doing these verses, and then you will understand it. Okay. So the last one, he was just repeating again the waking state and the dream state. And he was saying that Buddhism में भी उनको नाम दिया था. Remember वो नाम दिया था लौकिक और शुद्ध लौकिक दिया था उन्होंने नाम. So now we go a little further in his explanations, or reviewing rather, more than explanation. उन्होंने काफी detail में ये बता दिया already. So verse 88. Avasatvanulambham cha avasatanulampham cha lokotarmiti smrutam लोकोत्तरमिति स्मृतं ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं च विज्ञेयं ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं च विज्ञेयं सदा बुद्धै प्रकीर्तितं सदा बुद्धै प्रकीर्तितं च a vastu is free from contact with external, or that means unsubstantial objects. He's talking about the dream objects. Dream objects may actually object nahi hote hain. We just, our mind creates the object and we still experience it though. Anupalambham means without experience, free from inner thought forms. Lokottaram, beyond the ordinary, that is a deep sleep state. Smritam iti is considered to be. Gnanam is knowledge. Gneyam is the object of knowledge. Vigneyam is and the objects of realization. That means the supreme reality or the consciousness or the self. Okay. जैसे एक विज्ञेयम, आई जस्ट वांट टू टेल दिस वर्ड, एक होता है ज्ञान और एक होता है विज्ञान. हिंदी में सभी ने सुना है ना ये वर्ड, ज्ञान और विज्ञान. उसमें फर्क क्या है? Anybody wants to think about what the difference between Gyan and Vigyan is from the Vedantic perspective? Vigyan is, let's say, in English का translation is science. मगर यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा, so Gyan is like, I got the knowledge, bookish knowledge is Gyan. Okay, I understood everything, my intellect understood. Vigyan is the experience. Means after understanding, yes, I experienced it also. That's called Vigyana. So जो experience है वो हमेशा वो consciousness का होता है. That's why he's talking about that. You know, it's a little technical, but just keep that in mind. Gyan and Vigyan. Vigneyam is a realization of the Supreme. Sada is always. Buddha is wise man. Prakirtitam is talked about. Okay. ये प्रेम जी आपके पास भी है ना किताब? You have to unmute yourself. मिला आपको 88? You have to unmute yourself. हाँ अभी ठीक है. Yeah.
There is another state of consciousness admitted by the wise, which is free from contact with external objects and also free from the inner thoughts of form. This state is beyond all empirical experiences. The men of wisdom always described the tree, the knowledge, the object of knowledge, and the knowable as the supreme reality.
So this might get a little bit confusing, so I just want to explain what he's going to try. First of all, that there is a state beyond the empirical experiences. Empirical experience is something that I can see it or something like that, you know, or it comes within my experience. So waking state में तो कोई problem ही नहीं है सभी को, right? We know that objects are there. Or dream भी, if we think about what dream is, we know we experience dream. When we wake up, we know, we remember certain things. And sometimes people remember very vividly. And even though physical rasgullas were not there, people will talk about, I tasted it. Or किसी ने थप्पड़ मारा तो I felt the pain. So all those experiences happen. So that is easy. But he's saying there's another state beyond this, and that they call it the Turiya state, you know, which is also there. But the man of wisdom is the one who knows all the states very well. और कृष्ण भगवान is going to talk about the same thing in Bhagavad Gita, that ज्ञानी जो होता है ना, वो खाली ये नहीं कि वो he knows what consciousness is and doesn't care about the world. He knows ins and outs of the world also. And that's why you know that most of these saints and sages, they can talk about any subject. They can give you advice, and very good one. Because it encompasses everything. That's what he's basically going to say. So he has divided into three different parts. You know, the knowledge, the object of knowledge, and the knowable. Knowable over here is a supreme reality, and objects of knowledge we know. World में भी है, सपने में भी है. And so all three, he's a master of that. He understands it fully. That's what he's saying, you know.
The Yogacharyas of schools of Buddhists use the term Lok Tatra.
It's called Lokottar. Lokottar.
Lokotra to indicate the state of dreamless sleep. The sleeper experiences neither the object of the waking nor the dream, and above all, he is not at all entertaining the experience of any conscious contact with anything. The three states mentioned above provide all the objects of knowledge. The sum total experience of all these three states together constitute the life of an entity in the empirical existence. To know that knowledge of absolute or self is the factor that provides the knowledge and illuminates the path. And experiences of these three planes of consciousness is to fulfill the sadhana of Vedanta.
Okay, so I just want to bring this point that he's going to explain in the second paragraph also. So basically क्या हुआ कि बुद्धिस्ट वो टाइम पे जब ये गॉड पाद जी ये सब कमेंट्री वगैरह लिख रहे थे, बुद्धिज्म वाज वेरी मच प्रेवलेंट, राइट? बुद्धिज्म में दे सेड उन्होंने नाम अलग अलग दे दिया. लौकिक एंड शुद्ध लौकिक वाज लाइक waking state and dream state, but they also talked about Lokottar. Lokottar is a deep sleep state, which we all also know that there is a state, even science agrees in that there are periods that we don't dream, and that's called deep sleep. Science says that. So in Vedanta, at that point we are not experiencing any object at all, because body or mind दोनों से connection छूट गया तब, and we are in that deep sleep state. And he's saying that the sum total of all these experiences is called that object of knowledge, and the knowledge and the object of knowledge is these three states, and the last one is the knowable, is the supreme reality. So this person, and जो वेदांतिक साधना क्या है, is it's a factor that provides a knowledge and illumines the path and experience of these three planes of consciousness is to fulfill. So to know that absolute self or consciousness, वो हमारी साधना है कि through these three states I see the substratum, or I reach that final stage. That's what he's talking about. Because in Vedanta, lot of other philosophies, they stop before that final stage, and then they are also useful. It's not like, because Buddhism, it tells you how to get out of your misery. He was silent on the God, he didn't talk about consciousness and all that, but so there is some benefit in that, but Vedanta takes you to the highest. There is no room for anything else to know. Is the absolute highest knowledge. You just keep that in mind, and then we'll read the last paragraph. Go ahead.
Vedanta indicates this great truth in all other schools of philosophy, that endlessly contend among themselves are all viewpoints of the reality from the standpoint of their identification with these three planes of consciousness.
Okay, here, so you see how he's saying that बाकी जो philosophies है ना, वो ये तीन state में इधर उधर घूमती रहती है, and then they keep arguing, they keep doing that, but they don't go to that final stage.
To transcend the three is to come to the kingdom of Vedanta. The Turiya state, knowledge absolute is the self, non-dual and unborn. Those who have realized the self have described these features ranging from the object of gross ignorance to the supreme knowledge self, which together constitutes the literature of Brahma Vidya.
So Brahma Vidya sabne naam suna hai na? Knowledge of the self, right? But he's saying in Vedanta, the whole range is available to you. So once you, Brahma Vidya ka subject, वो final realization नहीं है सिर्फ, but it will make you understand what is the waking world and dream world and deep sleep, everything. together with that one. So it is a complete knowledge is Brahma Vidya. All 4 things come under it. That's what he's saying. Okay. So I think that थोड़ा Zoom में थोड़ा तो exhaustion होता है. I don't know why. Instead of going to the next one, we can stop here. If anybody wants to have any comment on this. I hope that this is making sense. Because I know a lot of you came a little bit later. You know. But I just, in case, if you do have the book, like Anil ji, you have it. So, आप कभी आपको time मिले ना, तो वो 12 मंत्र आप पढ़ सकते हो. तो उसमें 9, mantra number 9, 10 and 11 and 12 are the one that they're talking about the sadhana, how to do the sadhana and what are the benefits you get of the sadhana. And the 4th stage जो उन्होंने बताई है ना, he basically says that you slide into it. That 4th state you cannot force upon it, you know. So that's why they always say कि your job is to continue the sadhana, you know, and वो भगवान का ग्रेस होएगा, you will हाँ, उसको तुम खींच के अपने पास नहीं ला सकते. हाँ. Whoever wants to study, and then, you know, right now the Chinmaya Mission is closed, but, you know, I can always get this book because these are the things you have to read many times. But at least we are coming close to the end now. I think there are 100 shlokas in this chapter and we are already at like 89. So, you know, we are coming close. और किसी को कुछ share करना है? Some wisdom. Joe has come after some time.
I'm fine.
Anybody
I
else?
was feeling cold, so I had to get my jacket.
But that's the advantage of being in the home, that you can make yourself as cozy as you want to.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Anybody else wants to share anything or comment, or everybody doing good?
Yes.
So far,
So far, so good.
you have your masks. Everybody has a mask.
No, I make my own mask with some whatever.
More than one.
I have a lot of difficulty. I feel like I can't breathe, so I wear the mask and I take it off. But I don't go much.
Why do you wear it? I mean, do you go out? You guys
No,
go
just
out?
grocery.
No,
Just
I go for a walk around my house,
Yeah.
then I wear.
Oh, we are in isolation. We don't go out.
Yeah, we don't go out at all.
Acha.
Oh, really?
We don't step out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
just go
stepping
out
out for
with my
grocery and walk.
We did go to Rite Aid to pick up medication, but we didn't get
No,
out of the car.
Rite Aid also delivers.
Oh, but we didn't get out of the car. We drove through the drive-through.
Oh, drive-through. Okay.
Good.
So
So
that
everybody
is-
managing good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another few weeks, and they're saying now this test that came out is not reliable.
Oh,
So
my.
Yeah.
they're
it's-
saying till 22 we'll have to observe this distance.
Oh, really? It
Till the
was.
all speculation right now. Nobody knows anything. You know, scientists
No,
are
till
still
the-
learning.
Till the vaccine comes out.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
You know what I have observed? America is a master of speculation. इतने speculation करेंगे, whole range of speculation is there. Oh, you can open it up in May 1st to May 22. So I think the only thing we can do is just take one day at a time and relax. We don't know.
You know, Florida is opening wrestling, so you can watch wrestling.
हमारा गुजारा हो जाएगा बिना रेसलिंग के.
You can watch it.
There are so many other things
Why waste
to.
time on that?
जो
Really,
अगर
because wrestling is a big business there.
जो
I guess so.
सुनो
People watch all over the world. So all they need is 2 guys. They test them, and then they can fight each other, and the whole world watches.
you know what I feel that अपने जो उपनिषद वाले ग्रुप में I mean उसमें ब्लॉग में जो सब लोग भेजते हैं ना चीजें, अगर मैं उसी को कंटिन्यूसली देखती रहूं तो मेरा टाइम निकल जाता है.
Yes.
जितना इतना मसाला वहां पर भेजा जाता है. हाँ?
No, every day I get a new cure. Today I got this Chinese doctor. He's telling about onion. He said,
Yeah, somebody else and another lady
stay away from you, so you'll be.
another lady from England sent that same onion thing.
Yeah, with onion and garlic, nobody will come near you.
वायरस भी भाग जाएगा.
काटो तो आंखों से पानी निकलता है तो no virus can enter.
I know.
And my husband will say हल्दी खाते रहो कुछ सब वायरस सब भाग जाएगा.
Right, haldi too. You realize that with haldi to absorb, you have to take black pepper.
No, that just they're trying to make money. That's what he says. It will even if you take haldi just like that, it'll do the same job.
The simplest thing is stay home. It's so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. See, once you meditate, you will be home all the time anyway.
Stay home and meditate. That's the best.
Right, yeah, that's right. That's what. So हम लोगों को ज़्यादा difficulty नहीं होनी चाहिए.
Right. That's what I'm saying. This is a great opportunity to turn inwards, do your sadhana, study and do all that. And this is a great opportunity.
When I was sick, I went to this Ayurvedic Vidyapeeth in Coimbatore. And 16 days, they won't give you any paper, newspaper, anything. And you just, they give you even food there. So you just learn not to think anything.
Yeah.
So that helps.
Vipassana is like that too. Vipassana, you can't even look at the other person. You cannot make eye contact.
Went there 4 times.
Huh? You've gone there 4 times?
I went there 4 times.
Yeah.
Nothing to do.
Yeah,
just
I know.
relax.
Even the food they give you home. The katordaan aata hai.
So you can create the Vipassana at home now.
Yeah.
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 No, I'm used to not doing anything, so it doesn't bother me.
That's what a lot of people are saying, that who are at our older age कि भाई हम पहले ही ऐसे social distancing हमारा. And then I think California, this governor said a very good thing. He said it's physical distancing. Don't call it social. We are right now socially connected. So why are you calling it social distancing? I thought he made a great point. It's not like we are completely cut off. We are actually not cut off from the world at all.
No, not at all.
No.
I think we're more with all that WhatsApp things coming. I think we're doing more than we did before.
I know. And just to,
Because we have time. And actually, this friend of mine, he's a very rich guy in Washington. He called me. In fact, he's called me 3 times in this month. He said, tell me about some spiritual stuff. So
I know a lot of people are turning to that, which is good. Yeah. So I just want to tell you that अभी मैंने ना ये sign up किया ना, I upgraded this, so we can do meeting anytime for as many length as possible. So yeah, if you guys want to, yeah, so just remember that.
You should even do bhajan.
You can do one day, I can, even if I can't, I can start it, and you can, if you like bhajans and all, you pick a day and whoever wants to come can come. But I have this.
If you guys have time, this whole week, Vedanta Society is having a puja in the morning, 7 to 8, and then they have bhajan and other stuff.
Oh, I like that.
I can mail you that.
Yeah, and all the spiritual places are doing so much stuff that कि वही बोल ही नहीं सकता कि मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है करने के लिए, because they are giving you so much material, so much things that they are doing. So anyway,
okay,
all right, so let's do the closing prayer, just Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, and then I'll end the meeting, and everybody stay healthy, happy. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye, everybody. Have a good week.
Thank you.
Stay healthy.